All right, folks, welcome to the ball game. We had a couple of technical difficulties. Sorry, we are checking in a little bit late. We are in the bottom of the first. Riders held Madisionville 3 up, 3 down in the top of the inning. And this is the first batter for the Riders. This is Kason Greer, and he's got a 2-0 count with no away. And takes a strike on the corner, 2-1. Riders are going to send Greer, Link, and Wolf to the plate here in the bottom of the first. Beautiful night here at the Horseshoe. And Greer's going to foul this one back. We go to a 2-2 count.
So we saw we got Chandler on the mound again for the Rough Riders. He threw a lot of pitches, but ended up getting 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, induced 3 ground balls on the infield and made 3 plays at first base, and it was a pretty clean inning for Chandler. Had a couple of early on, couple of pitches that got away from him, but no base runners, didn't hurt anything. And this is going to be a slow chopper to second. The second baseman under the glove, and Greer is on with a leadoff single. That would have been a tough play no matter what. Those slow roller to Campbell at second base. I'm not sure, even if Campbell would have got a glove on it cleanly, he probably did not have a play at first.
We're going to score that a hit, Lott.
Yeah, that's a single to first. Greer with a lot of speed. I don't think Campbell had a shot no matter what. So that's going to bring up Sutton Link with a man on first and no outs here in the bottom of the first. They do check at first base, and he's back.
I think we were leaning just a little bit.
Caught us lean. Yeah, kind of caught Greer taking his steps. He had 1 foot off the ground. He gets a little more discipline there. They're gonna call a balk on the pitcher. That's Malachi Kovar. And a balk on Kovar sends Greer to second. The Riders have a man in scoring position here in the bottom of the first with no outs. So Malachi Kovar is the starting pitcher, right-hander for Madisionville. He's got a brother out there playing shortstop. And that's going to be a strike on the corner there. Link didn't like the call. It was low and away. Takes this one high, 1-1.
So they played the first game on last Thursday and started it early, worried about the weather. The weather didn't come till Saturday, I don't think, but we couldn't get over there. But the Riders lost a close ball game.
This one comes in and catches Sutton Link, and he's going to be hit by a pitch, and he'll go to first base. Yeah, the Riders dropped a tough one. Played on Thursday because of Good Friday and a holiday/rain schedule they were playing around. So a home game here tonight on Tuesday. That's going to bring Easton Wolf to the Riders unable to get in the win column in district so far. Several ball games left to play, but an important game here tonight. And a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, this is an essential game for the Rough Riders here because I think you got the top 3 teams that have all gone undefeated. That leaves Madisionville, Rusk, and Center for that 4th spot.
And this hit hard, but right at the second baseman, and they double off at second base. Tough break for Wolf. Hits a line shot right to the second baseman, who is able to step on the bag behind the runner and double him off. So Campbell with a good play there.
23, Jaden Lane. She's working at the pyramid tonight. Working at the pyramid.
So Lane's going to step in here with 2 outs. Still has Link standing at first base. And he's going to hit a long, lazy fly to left. And the left fielder camps out. And Madisonville ends up stranding some riders, turning a double play. It is 0-0 here at the Horseshoe. You're watching Rough Rider Baseball on NETSN. We'll be right back.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trip. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
All right, folks, welcome back to Rough Rider Baseball. It is the top of the second, and the Riders come out. We've got Chandler on the mound for us. Big lefty for center. Had a 1-2-3 first inning. And this is going to be fouled back. Clayton Nash, the DH, is at the plate. Chandler will face Nash, Blakely, and Hastings this inning. And a hard fastball misses inside, 1-1. And a big curveball is going to fall in for a strike. Good pitch from Chandler. Count now 1-2. Struggled a little bit with that pitch back in the Palestine series. Looks like he's getting the curveball over tonight. Comes back with a changeup, strike three, and a twice the eye strikeout for Chandler. Way to get things started here in the top of the second. It's going to bring number 8, Zane Blakely, to the plate. Blakely playing center field tonight. And a strike on the outside corner.
Hello? Better. Can you do, is that the max zoom? Get some more zoom.
Goes back outside and misses there, 1-1.
You're right. Otherwise it's going to be great. And we've got to center it up.
And this one fouls back, 1-2. Chandler going to get a new ball here. And this one outside, 2-2. Chandler's on the mound. We've got Jaden Lane behind the plate. Stockwell holding down first base. Greer at second. Wolf at short. Link over at third. Emanis is in left tonight. Holloway center field. And Radney holding down right field. And that pitch is going to be high and outside. We got a full count. Fastball foul back. Well, we talked about it a moment ago. The Riders are in a fight for fourth place right now. 3 undefeated teams at the top of the pack here in our district. So every game counts. And the curveball is going to be fouled off home plate. Still a full count with 1 out. And the curveball, a swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Chandler. Curveball had Blakely leaning. That's going to bring number 5, Hastings, to the plate. Hastings, the right fielder. Got the prettiest shoes on the field, that's for sure. Safety orange. And a strike on the outside corner. Chandler's fastball coming out of his left hand, you can, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but it's almost got a little bit of a slider cut fastball action to it. Got a tail on it, and he threw it again, and there it is, strike 2. He's way ahead 0-2 here with 2 outs. Time call.
All right, excellent.
And that one low in the dirt, 1-2. Chandler with a couple of pitches to waste here. And Hastings fouls this one back.
So set us up. It's 1-2 here with no outs.
2 outs.
2 outs.
And another curveball. He's going to strike out the side, folks. A 3-strikeout inning for Chandler. Score is still 0-0 here at the Horseshoe. You're listening to Rough Rider Baseball on NETSN. We'll be right back.
For over a generation, Tomlin Insurance Store has provided life, home, ranch, and farm insurance for the people of Shelby County.
JBA Financial Services, McWilliams Heating and Plumbing, Sabine State Bank, and Hope
Oh, that's awesome.
Medicine. We appreciate their
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
For over a generation, Tomlin Insurance Store has provided life, home, ranch, and farm insurance for the people of Shelby County. Beginning with Judge John Tomlin and his wife Ann, new owners Matt and Mallory Snyder have cut the ribbon on a new tradition, providing insurance for farm families by farm families. In Shelby County, that's a tradition worth protecting. Tomlin Insurance Store.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down-home clutter. Well, there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down-home stuff to down-home storage. That's what I did.
You know that center glass can fix your cracked windshield, but for the
All right, we'll come back. We'll get center glass next time around. Like it's going to be Stockwell's going to be up for the Rough Riders.
Stockwell and Manis and Holloway come to the plate here in the bottom of the second. And Stockwell's going to rip one. That's a base hit up the middle. First pitch, first hit for Stockwell.
Right in your living room.
I mean, that one came right at you, folks. New camera angle there for you. Good looking shot. And Stockwell delivered right on cue. All right. Stockwell at first base, no outs. Colty Manis comes to the plate. And he's got a hit to third. They're going to try to turn it in the middle. They get one in the middle. No,
safe.
They say he's off the bag, and everybody's safe. So Manis able to move the runner to second. That was a good, sharp shot to third. Beckett came up throwing for the Madisionville Mustangs. Campbell just got pulled off the bag at second, and everybody's safe. So Jackson Holloway comes up with no outs and 2 on. And they pick at second. Stockwell back. Caught him kind of leaning there a little bit. This is how the Riders started the first inning. 2 on, no outs. Ended up stranding a couple of guys. Holloway squares to bunt, and it gets past the bat for strike 1. Coach Greer giving signals over at third. Let's see if the play's still on to bunt. And it is, and the bunt goes foul. All right, now with 2 strikes, Holloway will be swinging away. Kovar throws a fastball. Holloway able to just foul that off to stay alive. All right, no outs, 2 men on, 0-2 count on Holloway. And a swing and a miss, and Holloway goes down on strikes.
Now batting, number 10, Mason.
So Guerrero comes in. And he'll be batting in the 8 hole. Wouldn't be surprised if we have another bunt play on here. Guerrero squares and not able to get the bunt down and takes strike 1.
Well, it's interesting to try to go ahead and bunt at this point and give up another out.
Yeah, unfortunately, that kind of tells you there's not a lot of confidence in the bottom of this order, but we're still struggling to even get the bunt down. That's three strikes called in a row on missed bunts. Comes back with a changeup high, 1-1. Guerrero swings away and strike 2. Now he's got a little bit of work to do. 1 out, 2 on. He's got 2 strikes on him. Let's see if Kovar gives him anything worth hitting here. Takes strike 3 right down the pipe. And 2 away.
Now batting, number 12, Kason Radney.
That's going to bring up Radney. Radney's got 2 outs, 2 on. Let's see if he can do a little 2-out damage here. And he'll take strike 1. And that pitch outside, 1-1. It feels like deja vu here in the bottom of the second. The Riders did the same thing in the bottom of the first. Got 2 men on, no outs. Could not get the runners around, stranded, and ended up in the dugout. Had 2 men on here with no outs. Now it's 2 outs. We'll see if Radney can keep this thing alive with a 1-1 count. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And this is going to be popped up and out of play. Headache coming right here at us. Radney did a good job there. That pitch was a little too close to take. He just kind of punched at it and got it out of there. Stays alive for another swing. And well outside, 2-2. Catcher had to bail out just to keep that playable. Poke behind the plate kind of saved that one. That one almost went all the way to the backstop. And Radney's going to pop this one up on the infield. Third baseman calls for it and makes the play. That's Beckett over at third. And once again, the Riders out of the inning strand 2 runners. And we have a 0-0 count here at the Horseshoe. We'll be right back.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Ooh.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
All right, folks, welcome back. We are here in the top of the third. It is a 0-0 ball game. Colin Chandler on the bump for the Rough Riders, doing a great job. Struck out the side in the bottom of the second. Faces 7, 8, 9 hole here for the Madisonville Mustangs. And this one's going to be foul back, 1-1. Facing Jaden Pope, Malik Kovar, and Cade Campbell. Pope the catcher for the Mustangs. And Chandler working the fastball on the corners tonight. It's been pretty successful. Curveball working well here in these early innings. Looks pretty comfortable up there. Tonight, Little League night here at the Horseshoe. And the big curveball, as predicted, breaks for strike 2. Count now 2-2. Little League night, all the players, when they were introduced for the Rough Riders, had a Little League buddy run out on the field with them. Know that's a big moment for those guys. Future of the Rough Riders. That one in the dirt, we're at a full count. It's good to see those Little Leaguers jogging out there. That's like you and me running out at Texas Stadium or something. All right, full count on Pope here. And the big curveball, strike 3, and put another K up next to Chandler's name. That's 4 in 3 innings. So this will be Malik Kovar. There are 2 Kovars. Malik is the shortstop. Malachi is his brother, who is on the mound pitching for the Mustangs. 1 away. And that hard fastball's kind of got a little cut at the end of it. Left that one a little high. You saw Kovar kind of bail on it. Comes back. This one jams him, but it's going to get in the hole and just trickles into right field for a base hit. I mean, that one almost got him on the knuckles, folks. You could see it.
Number 6, Cade Campbell.
Just kind of punches that in between first and second base over there for a base hit. So that brings number 6, Campbell, to the plate. He's the 9-hole hitter. 1 out and a man on first.
That's pretty good, except for where I have it, you can't see the right-handed batter. So I'd have to go down there and sculpt it again. But we got close.
Long look from Chandler. This is going to be short hop. They go to second. They turn 1. Not in time to get 2, but a good job. Link over to Greer for the force out at second base. Not enough time to turn it at first, but they get the out. So there's now 2 outs. Back to the top of the order for the Mustangs. This is number 1, Ty Dean. Dean, the left fielder. He'll bat with 2 outs and a man on first. Big curveball, strike 1. Not sure what Chandler put in his Wheaties this morning, but that curveball has been the best we've seen all season. And the hard fastball, swing and a miss, strike 2. That was a beautiful pitch. Came in the same arm action, but it fastball just kind of backed up under the hands. Chandler steps away. Taking a lot of time between his pitches tonight. Runner breaks. They ask if he swung. Umpire made no call. It was a definite check swing, if nothing else. Jaden Lane asked, but no call from the home plate umpire. Field umpire was watching the runner run, so there's no point in appealing. All right, so that pitch is going to go as a ball. So 1-2 with a stolen base. Lane didn't throw. He thought he had a strikeout at the plate. And they go get him at the plate. There's strike 3, another K for Chandler. He's working on 5 for the evening, folks. We're in the middle of 3. Score here is 0-0. You're watching Rough Rider Baseball on NETSN.
Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice, and from there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third. Riders Lock have had base runners aplenty, but have been unable to get them around, get them home.
Yeah, first and second inning, men on first and second, no outs, both innings, and not able to move them past second base. We'll see if we can do things right. This is back to the top of the order. Greer, Link, and Wolf will come to the plate. Greer takes a ball on the outside corner. Takes a second ball on the outside corner. Kovar still on the mound, throwing for the Mustangs. And this one's going to be fouled off the end of the bat. Count 2-1. Greer with a lot of speed. We need to get these leadoff guys on. Got a couple of guys on in the middle of the order, unable to get them moved around. Takes another ball high. It's 3-1. Got to be a perfect pitch here. Greer pulls the trigger. This is hit hard into center field. Center fielder goes back. He's still drifting and able to make the play.
Right in front of us here.
That's Blakely out there in center field. You got to see it front and center.
That's right.
All right, number 4, Link, comes to the plate with one out. And that one catches Link. He is hit again.
Second time, right?
Second time through the order, and Link is hit by pitch both times.
I think Dubé got hit 4 times in a game. Didn't you remember?
Yeah, there was a game. I think he got hit 4 times in that. You're right. So Link is on the chase.
Yeah, right.
Link's got 2 and 2 at bats. He's 2 for 2 hit by pitch.
But I know Dubé got hit 4 times in a game.
I think you're right. It was incredible. All right. So
I think he's an umpire now. So.
Things are set up for Easton Wolf, man on first with one out. He's going to drive this deep in the gap between left and center. But one hops the fence. They're waving Link. He's going to score easily, and Wolf in with a stand-up RBI double. Easton Wolf draws first blood here at the Horseshoe. If that one would have had 10 more feet behind it, it would have got out of here. Well hit ball by Easton Wolf. The Riders are on the board. All right, Jaden Lane steps in. He's got Easton Wolf in scoring position with 1 out. Wolf goes to third. They're going to throw, and he is in. The ball gets away. Wolf heads home, and he is safe at home plate. So Easton Wolf turns a stolen third base into a score, and it's 2-0 Rough Riders. Wolf's the real deal, folks. RBI double to get on second, steals third outright, turns a missed throw into a stolen home plate, and it is 2-0 Rough Riders here in the bottom of the third. Jaden Lane finally gets to swing at a pitch. And he's going to take a strike way on the outside corner. You can see Lane kind of look back and say, excuse me. This one hit off the handle. It's going to be a slow roller, and he's safe. And Kovar, the shortstop, comes up with an empty glove, and the Riders able to get Jaden Lane on and preserve the inning. That brings up Stockwell. So Lane able to beat out the throw. He's standing on first. We got one away. Stockwell in the batter's box. Pitch low, ball 1. Stockwell's going to foul this one back and over our head, out of play. Kind of golf swing, that thing. That was right off the end of the bat. And Lane goes. Stockwell punches one, but punches it foul. Jaden Lane stealing all the way there. So a 1-2 count to Stockwell. They do check Lane over at first. He's back. And this hit hard right back to the first baseman. They're going to get him at first. They try to go to second, not in time for Lane. Not sure why, folks, but the shortstop was late getting there. I'm not sure if he just kind of hesitated, but Lane beats the shortstop to the bag. All right, so they're going to lift Lane for a pinch runner. So Stockwell grounds out to first. That's 2 outs with a runner at second base, and that brings Emanis to the plate for the Riders.
Be nice if we get another 2-out hit here while I can get an insurance run.
Emanis hit one hard his first at bat right toward third base that was bobbled. Takes a strike inside. Looked like I think that was a change-up from Kovar. Kind of floated in. And this one's going to be foul back, 0-2. Kovar pitching from the stretch kind of has a little bit of a slow delivery, frankly. That's why the Riders are stealing on him. He has a high leg kick from the stretch, which you don't really see very often.
Right.
You saw Wolf take a base. You saw Lane take a base from him.
That's when you go from the stretch, right? Is it?
Well, when you go from the stretch, you're kicking your foot trying to get the ball home early, but if he's got a pretty high leg kick out of the stretch. I'm sure that's what Coach Greer sees when he's calling for some of these stolen bases. All right, Emanis has a 1-2 count with 2 away and a runner at second. And he's going to hit this one a mile high into shallow right. The first baseman calls for it and puts it away. But not before the Riders put 2 on the board. It's 2-0 here at the Horseshoe. You're listening to Rough Rider Baseball on NETSN. We'll be coming right back.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it. Ricky Andrews Construction is your choice for construction projects, large or small. He's the local expert in tile work, and he'll do a painting job for you of any size. And he can work wonders with a bathroom. Give him a call or find him on Facebook.
What's that old State Farm slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there? Well, that could not be a better description than Chris Mayfield of Mayfield State Farm. Since he came to town close to 20 years ago now, he has been the quintessential good neighbor. It's the same thing true of his insurance agency, Chris Mayfield State Farm.
All right, everybody, get ready for the top of the 4th here.
Got Logan Beckett coming to the plate. He's the 2-hole batter, so we'll see 2, 3, 4, heart of the order here for Chandler. And a good fastball, a little bit low. Beckett, Goodwin, and Nash will come to the plate for the Mustangs. Misses outside, 2-0.
Chandler working fast.
And this one fouled out, 2-1. Yeah, he was working actually pretty methodically slow the first couple of innings. He's getting a little bit faster as the night goes on. Goes back outside. Curveball misses, 3-1. Curveballs look really good coming out of his hand tonight. Comes with that tailing ball, and it's going to be a little high and issues the walk. Brings number 9, Goodwin, to the plate. Goodwin, the first baseman. No outs, man on first. Long signal from the Mustang coach. See if they try to put a little action on here. And this one fouled out of play as well. Chandler working the corners tonight, not putting a lot over the plate, though he is inducing a ton of foul balls. Mustangs just trying to get a piece of something. Chandler goes to first, back easy. That one comes inside and catches the batter. So a hit by pitch. And the Mustangs have 2 on and no outs. Coach Greer is going to come out and talk to his starting pitcher. Well, Stephen, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the game. The Riders kind of find themselves in a tough spot. They haven't won a district game yet. We're halfway through the district. We've got 3 undefeated teams at the top of the district. Only 4 get playoff spots. So this is a kind of a do or die for the Riders from here on out.
It's a must win. If we don't get this one, then we're going to be dependent on. I mean, I don't know if Madisonville's. They haven't played. I don't think they played Rusk yet. So
yeah, we've still got Rusk. So
we still got Rusk, and they still.
See how that series comes out. Hopefully, the Riders able to get the train moving here and take care of their own fate. Hate relying on other people, but
That's right.
They may need some help here down the stretch.
Well, if we don't get a win here tonight, I think that's the case. We still kind of control our own destiny, but only if we win this evening.
All right, this is the DH Nash coming to the plate. He's got 2 men on, no outs. We'll see if Mustangs are going to put anything into play here. He swings away. The ball almost hits him. They throw down to second. Lane kind of threw behind the runner. He actually threw it to Wolf at shortstop. I think he's just trying to keep everybody honest. And a good pitch from Chandler on the outside part of the plate. Induces a swing and a miss from Nash. And the count's now 1-1. Shows bunt and lays it down off the plate. They go to third for the out. They come back to first. Double play. What a nice piece of fielding by the Riders. Lane, that ball was bunted, but it came up off the plate. Lane very wisely catches it in fair territory, throws the runner out at third, goes across the diamond and gets the bunter at first, who did not come out of the I don't know why he didn't come out of the batter's box.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a huge break for the Rough Riders.
As Lane knows and as we know, any ball hit on the plate is fair.
Right.
He stepped forward and took it in fair territory and made the throw to third. Very smart catcher back there, folks, for the Riders. So they double it off. It's now 2 outs, runner at second. And a swing and a miss. This is Blakely, the 5-hole batter. And another swing and a miss. 2 good fastballs from Chandler and 2 swings. He's got that kind of a cut action on that fastball. Coming out of the left hand that way, it breaks away from right-handed batters. It's a deceptive pitch. And then he throws the changeup, folks, and another twice-the-eye strikeout for Chandler. Put 6 Ks by his name tonight. The Riders get out of a jam. It's 2-0 here at the Horseshoe. We'll be right back.
On Friday nights, Sandy Creek supports the Dragons. But the rest of the week, they help you transform your little piece of the world. The following fine sponsors back our area teams all season long: They include Batters Law Firm. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Portacool, keeping you cool with the new Apex series. And Sandy Cox State Farm, your county-wide good neighbor. NETSN and Pinewood Sports Network say thank you to the sponsors who back the Riders all year long. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, always tops and tires, now expanding their service. And Covington Lumber, your third generation supply store and lumber yard.
Everybody, welcome back. Here we go to the bottom of the fourth.
Number 6, Jackson Holloway.
We'll see Jackson, Holloway, Guerrero, and Radney. 7, 8, 9 for the Rough Riders. Kovar still on the mound for the Mustangs. And takes the ball away. Steps at it, does not swing. And it's 2-0. And now 3-0. Holloway worked himself into a good spot here. Red light all the way. And gets a strike down the middle, 3-1. All right. Still needs to pump the brakes here. Make sure it's a good pitch. Kovar having a hard time finding the plate. That one outside. Holloway puts a lick on it. It's bobbled by the third baseman. It's going to be close. And they do make the throw. So the third baseman knocks it down. Has to pick it up barehanded, and Beckett able to throw him out at first. Holloway with a lot of speed. That was a bang-bang play over at first base. So Guerrero comes up for the Riders with one out. This is hit softly toward third. Beckett misplays it, and Guerrero is on with the error. Not sure, even if Beckett comes up clean with that ball, he was having to charge. That was a swinging bunt, for lack of a better description. Guerrero was motoring down first baseline. All right, one away. Guerrero on first. We got Radney at the plate. We'll see if the bunt's still on. They do go to first base, and Guerrero was leaning a little bit, but he got back. Kovar, we talked about it earlier, kind of has a high leg kick out of the stretch. It's a good a good right-hander to steal on. They do bunt the play, but it's foul. I was wondering if Radney was going to do. He showed bunt really late, almost got it down. Ball just spun down the left field line, or the left field line, foul. All right, reset. Here we go again. Guerrero goes, and he's going to be thrown out, diving into second base. So give Pope
a nice throw.
Credit there. That was a great throw. Guerrero just about a half a step late getting to second. So now 2 outs. Radney with a 1-1 count. Pitch outside, 2-1. This hit hard by Radney into center field. Center fielder's back. He's going to camp, though, and does make the play. So the Riders had a couple of chances here, not able to capitalize. It is 2-0. We'll head to the top of the fifth. You're watching us on NETSN. We'll be right back.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
When it's broken, it's got to be fixed. You've got to get from one place to the next. But wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to take out a loan to get it repaired? Don't worry, there's East Texas Auto.
Here at East Texas Auto, you can be reassured that your vehicle will be well taken care of and serviced, as communication and transparency are our #1 drivers.
Find them on Highway 96 North.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We go to the top of the fifth. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Locke. I'm fixing to go get us a cold drink. I'll be right back.
That's right. We got Hastings Pope and Malik Kovar coming up here in the top of the fifth. Chandler still on the bump for the Riders, pitching a great game. Has 6 strikeouts so far tonight through the first 4 innings. Goes outside with a fastball and misses. Comes back inside and misses again. Boy, that was a good change. You kind of saw Hastings look back like, oops. But he got the call. It's 2-0. Oh, and this one does get Hastings. He's going to jog down to first base, hit by a pitch. That's going to bring the catcher to the plate. This is Jaden Pope. So we got lefty on lefty here. Man on first, no outs. Long signal from the Madisonville coach.
What did I miss, Locke?
Hit by pitch.
Oh.
And he's going to take ball 1. All right, Hastings over at first base. Good lead. Shows bunt, pulls it back at the plate and takes strike. So it's 1-1 to Pope. A lot of signals flashing on both sides right now.
Got Link playing in, what, about 10 feet into the ground.
And they catch him in the rundown. They got to throw it and throw it away, and Hastings steals second. Well, they had him right where they wanted. Chandler threw behind him, caught him in the rundown, but unfortunately Stockwell throws it high, and Greer had to jump for it and not able to put a tag on Hastings. So a stolen base for the Mustangs here. Count still 1-1 on the batter. shows bunt and has to dive out. He is hit in the chest area. He turned to bunt.
That's
Chandler
ouchie.
threw it up and in, and Pope had to bail out of there, but it did hit him. So I think Coach Greer's going to ask the question, though. He was offering at the bunt. Did he turn out of the way or not? All right, so quick question. I mean, he bailed out, but I think Coach Greer was just asking, did he was offering at the pitch. Was he hit while offering, or did he turn away, just to make sure?
Right, we've talked about that. We debated a philosophical point about how much of an effort you have to make.
Yeah,
that
one was coming in at his chin, so Coach Greer's not going to argue the point too hard, but all right, so Chandler finds himself in a little bit of a hole here. He's got 2 men on, 2 hit by pitch. This is Kovar. He's the 8-hole batter with no outs. And time called at the plate. All right, so this is your 8-hole batter. You got 2 men on, but they both got hit by pitches. Do you bunt here, or do you take a couple of pitches? I'm thinking he's going to bunt no matter what. Runners go. There's a swing and a miss. They got him. Oh, and not able to convert. The Lane's throw was in time, but it was on the outside of the bag, and Link not able to get around in time to put the tag down. So the Mustangs able to pull off the double steal here. Surprisingly, the batter was going to swing away on that pitch. I guess they wanted to test the steal first before they sacrificed a bunt out, so definitely swinging away here. All right, this is the first time the Mustangs have had people in scoring position. Farthest they've been all night on the base path. Riders have no outs. It's a 1-1 count on the batter, and he calls time again. And this one's going to be hit shallow right field. It's going to drop. There's nobody there. 1 run is in.
Oh, that was perfect.
2 runs will score. They relay all the way to third base. Not in time. And you said it, Malik Kovar could not have thrown that ball any better. It landed perfect in shallow right, too far for Stockwell, not close enough for Radney. And he ends up with a 2 RBI triple and ties this ball game 2-2.
With no outs.
With
that
no
was the
outs.
number 9 hitter, right?
That was the number 8 hitter.
Oh, 8 hitter, okay.
But that's going to draw a visit from Coach Greer. I mean, he just could not have placed that ball better for it to drop where it did. Tough break for the Rough Riders. Well, there were straight zeros across the board. Chandler was pitching well until he hit the top of the 5th here. And things have just not gone the Riders' way. So Coach Greer coming out just to settle things down. Told Chandler to go back to what he was doing. Everything he was doing well. And we'll take a big reset. We still have a man at third with no outs. And this is Cade Campbell at the plate. He is the 9-hole batter. Good fastball for strike one. That's the way Chandler was starting things off in the first and second inning. Hard fastballs low and away to get ahead of batters. Comes back outside 1-1. He kind of got away from that, started coming inside. Got himself in a little bit of a bind here in the fifth. That one right down the middle is going to be fouled back. 2 strikes.
That was a straight-up challenge right there. I think we throw that again.
Yeah, I like his fastball because it's got that little tail on it. It's got that cut action. Coming out of his left hand, it's a tough pitch to hit for righties. And he misses outside. Curveball did not break. You see these batters, that batter call for time, the umpire would not grant time. They've been, the last at bat, they called call for time 3 times. So the umpire going to be a little more reluctant to do that. Big curveball misses again.
Missed.
So full count.
That was about a half-inch away from another twice-the-ice strikeout.
And he goes back curveball and misses wide outside. So a walk will put runners on the corners with no outs here in the top of the fifth. And I think Coach Greer's seen enough.
So we'll take a quick break while they make that pitching change. That will close the book. We'll see what we got for Greer or for Colin Chandler when we come back.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
We're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks a tackle. Oh my God.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Pick up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Everybody, welcome back. We go to Zy Barnes, and let's reset. There's no outs. Runners on the corners. Madisonville has already pushed 2 across to tie this ball game and threatening to do more damage.
Chandler had a good thing going, put up all zeros till we hit the top of the fifth. He had 6 Ks going, and you're right, boy. I mean, he hit the first 2 guys right out of the box, and that was the end of the night for him. Runner goes from first, and runners in scoring positions with no out at second and third.
There's going to be a ball called at the plate, so the count is 1-0.
So we're back to the top of the order. This is Dean at the plate.
Madisonville manager's asking about something.
Yep. Not sure exactly what that question was about, really. I didn't see anything, folks. Apparently the Madisonville coach did. He asked a question of the umpire, and that was it. All right, riders in a bind. Need some good things to happen. Barnes throws a strike. It's 1-1.
No room for error here for the Riders. They need to limit the damage and get out of this inning.
And this hit hard. It was a changeup, and he knew what to do with it. Slaps that into center field. One runs across. They tag him, and Lane gets him at the plate.
What a throw by Holloway.
Holloway put it on a dime to Lane at home plate. Lane able to turn and make the tag, but not before one run comes across. So Madisonville takes the lead. They've scored 3 here in the top of the 5th, but a good catch and throw from Holloway to Lane. So the runner at first now with 1 out. And this is a flare into right. Radney's on the horse. Oh, and Greer. Oh, goodness, with a lollipop catch, and the ball rolls out of the glove when he hit the ground. But a tremendous effort from Greer, the full layout.
I thought he had it.
I think he did. I think he had it till he hit the ground, and it just kind of snow-coned in the top of the glove, and he hit the ground, it rolled away. What a tough break for Greer.
But, man, I mean, I didn't think there was any way he'd get there.
I never thought he'd get. I thought that was Radney's ball the whole time. Greer made a heck of an effort. All right, so that's going to bring up Goodwin, the first baseman. He's got runners at first and second with 1 away. Ball low. They do go to second. They got him. Yes, sir. Zy Barnes picks off the runner at second base. And now there's 2 outs. Nice call for the center side there. Wolf able to sneak in behind the runner at second. Zy Barnes put a perfect throw in place. And we're turning things around a little bit. So now 2 outs. A little chin music there from Barnes. 2-0. And this one foul back off the hands. 2-1. Perfect execution on the tag out at second. And there's a call strike. 2-2. Barnes is so tall and long, it looks like it takes him 6 minutes to turn and throw, but he's cat quick when he does it. And Lane with a skip. Woo, that was close. Ball skips in. Lane had to dive over to make the play and went ahead and caught the runner leaning at first and almost threw him out. All right, full count, 2 outs. Runner's definitely going to get a head start here. And a swing and a miss, and Barnes with his first K. And the Riders get out of a tough inning, not before they give up 3. It's now 3-2 here at the Horseshoe. You're watching NETSN. We'll be right back.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trip. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those
paint projects, whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's
Oh,
what I need.
Father.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
All right, but Greer's going to lead off for the Rough Riders here in the bottom of the 5th.
Tries to drag bunt and takes a strike. Got a pitching change for the Mustangs. They've brought, looks like this is Goodwin over from first base, and Nash, the DH, stays in to play first. And Greer is going to slash one into left field, but it is played well by the Mustangs. Dean able to put that away.
That was hit really solidly, but just right to where he was.
Hit it really hard, but Dean just in the right spot.
Like one strategy in baseball is to hit it where they ain't.
Hit it where they ain't. Doesn't matter how hard you hit it, just as long as there's nobody there.
Right.
So Sudden Link comes in with one away. And he hits a slow roller to third. Bennett comes up throwing, and they make the play at first base. So 2 away. Well, Goodwin's pretty efficient here. That's 2 outs and 4 pitches.
Yep.
Wolf with a 2 RBI double his last time up. And a ball low to Wolf. Curveball. Strike. 1-1.
I wouldn't throw that pitch again if I was him. Not to
Yeah,
Wolf.
we'll see. We'll see how brave Goodwin gets here. Comes back with a fastball outside. Strike 2. And this one outside, Easton gets on it. Third baseman dives and makes the play. Well, let's give a little credit over there to Beckett, folks. He had to slide to knock that down. Wolf hit it hard, but he is able to come up throwing. The Riders not able to generate anything in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 3-2 ball game when we come back in just a moment.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it. Ricky Andrews Construction is your choice for construction projects, large or small. He's the local expert in tile work, and he'll do a painting job for you of any size. And he can work wonders with the bathroom. Give him a call or find him on Facebook.
All right, everybody, we go to the top of the 6th. Madisonville with the lead, 3-2.
Zy Barnes came in relief in the last inning, able to slow things down. He's going to face 4, 5, and 6 here. Nash, Blakely, and Hastings. And a swing and a miss from Nash.
Uh-oh.
Nash started as the DH, stayed in the top of the 5th and took over first base when the Mustangs made their pitching change. And Barnes goes outside, 1-1. And a swinging bunt. Lane's going to go to first and makes the out. That one trickled just out on the edge of the grass, came off home plate, trickled away about 4 or 5 feet, and Lane able to pick it up and put it out. Zane Blakely comes up, center fielder, with one away. And Barnes goes outside. And a strike off the plate, 1-1. That was a catcher strike. Lane reached way out and pulled that back in. And this one flared into left. It's going to get down. Base hit for Blakely. Sounded like it came off right above his hands. Just not a lot of power behind it. It just kind of blooped out to left. Nothing Emmanuel could do about that. That's going to bring Hastings to the plate with a man on and one away. Hastings hit by pitch his last time up, stole all the way around, and was one of the 3 runs that was able to score in the last inning. And Barnes misses ball 1. They go to first. Back safe. Barnes actually has a really quick pickoff move.
He does.
As tall and long as he is, he kind of lulls you to sleep, but he is cat quick when he turns. And a strike, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And this one flared on the infield. Lane has a chance and makes the play. Jaden Lane with a big out. Able to hustle out from behind the plate and put a glove on it for out number 2. It's going to bring up Pope. Pope was also hit by a pitch his last time up. 2 away with a man at first. Shows bunt. Perfect,
nice.
perfect bunt, but it just foul. Wow, good job over there by Sutton Link. That ball stayed fair for about 40 feet.
Yeah.
And slowly started heading toward the line, and Link let it go.
That's when you got to use your geometry.
That's right.
Your trigonometry skills.
I mean, when he put that bunt down, I thought it was perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
He hit it a little too hard. Smart play by the third baseman over there.
Mm-hmm.
Comes inside and misses 1-1. And this one flared into left. We'll see if Emanis has a chance, and no, foul ball. Didn't hang up as long as Emanis needed it to. So that turns into a long strike. 1-2 now. And Barnes comes inside and is going to hit Pope. That's the second at-bat in a row that Pope's going to be hit by a pitch on the chest. Of course, that pitch was smoking up there about 62 miles an hour from Barnes. So I don't think it did any permanent lasting damage. I think we're going to hold off on the EMTs here. I think Pope's going to struggle, but he's going to be okay.
Right.
That was Barnes's version of a changeup. Almost an ephus pitch. All right, 2 away, 2 on. And the curveball hit high into center field. Holloway is there and does not make the play. 1 run scored. They've got a runner in a rundown. He's able to dive around the tag, and he's back safe. But a run did come in, so it's now 4-2. Tough play. That ball was hit a mile high. Holloway, we thought, got there, but at the last second pulled his glove in and not able to make the play. He and Radney are talking about it. Not sure if maybe there was some miscommunication out there, but one way or the other, the ball falls for a base hit. Riders are down 4-2 with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. And a call strike at the plate. One and one. And this hit hard up the middle. Wolf gets a glove on it, not able to keep it fair, and 2 more runs will score. Not sure there was anything he could have done about it, even if he'd have caught it clean. He was 2 steps on the grass when he put a glove on it, so wouldn't have mattered. The outcome would have been the same. It's now 6-2 Mustangs. And Coach Greer is going to come out and talk to Barnes. Boy, the Riders found themselves in a tough spot. Gave up 3 in the top of the 5th. Barnes comes in. They give up 3 more here in the top of the 6th. And he's going to give up the ball. Looks like Link is going to take over on the mound.
That's right. We'll take a break while Link gets warmed up. We'll be right back.
The following fine sponsors back our area teams all season long. They include Batters Law Firm. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. And Sandy Cox State Farm, your county-wide good neighbor. NETSN and Pineywood Sports Network say thank you to the sponsors who back the Riders all year long. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, always tops in tires, now expanding their service. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumberyard. These Pineywood sponsors back our county teams. First National Bank in Tenaha backs the Tigers. Kay's Hardware in Joaquin backs the Rams. Rancho Grande in Timpson says go Bears. And Sandy Creek Land Enhancement is backing the Dragons. They support our county teams, and they also back the Riders.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
All right, everybody, here we go. It's been a rough couple of innings for the Rough Riders here, who've surrendered a 2-0 lead and now trail by 4, with Madisonville looking to put some more runs on the board.
Sutton Link on the mound now for the Riders. He's going to throw a strike here to start things off. There's a runner at first and 2 away. And that pitch inside, 1-1. This is Kovar at the plate. And he fouls this one out of play. So 1-2. Things got real quiet here.
Yeah.
Tough inning for the Riders. And a big loop and breaking ball. Counts now 2-2. Runner goes. Lane's going to have a shot here, but throws behind the runner. Runner tags second, goes to third, and he'll steal 2 bags. So Greer was in place. Lane had a good timing, but the throw was offline. Mustangs take 2.
Something we just hadn't seen a whole lot of riders making these sorts of errors.
And they're going to say ball 4. That looked like a good pitch, but it's going to walk the batter. Link asking where the pitch was. All this is happening, folks, with 2 outs, by the way. So Beckett comes up. Runners on the corners and 2 away.
Oh,
they call a balk on Link. I didn't see it. Link is asking what he did. That's the second balk we've had called tonight. The difference is this one scores a run. So Coach Greer's going to go out and ask what happened. Link immediately threw his hands up like, what did I do wrong? So it is now 7-2. 2 outs, runner at second. Good strike by Link.
That's another good strike.
And another good strike. I mean, at this point, I like what Link's doing. Just throw it hard right down the middle. I mean, let's play. Let's quit hitting people. Let's quit, walking people. 0-2 count. Curveball, strike 3, and Link gets a K on the board and gets out of an ugly inning for the Rough Riders. Well, unfortunately, Madisonville jumps out, puts 4 more on the board. It is 7-2 here at the Horseshoe. You're watching us on NETSN. We'll be back in a moment.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trip. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the housewarming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
When it's broken, it's got to be fixed. You've got to get from one place to the next. But wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to take out a loan to get it repaired? Don't worry, there's East Texas Auto.
Here at East Texas Auto, you can be reassured that your vehicle will be well taken care of and serviced, as communication and transparency are our #1 drivers.
Find them on Highway 96 North.
Everybody, we go to the bottom of the 6th. I'm getting old. Because it sounds like the guy on his walk-up song says she's working at the pyramid. And I'm not sure what that means.
I have no idea. Oh,
that's a nice hit. That's going to be trouble.
Lane
That's
with a
gonna be
drive.
good.
They dive. Lane
This could be a long
heads
one.
to
This could
second.
be 3.
He's rounding second, headed to third. Lane digging. Stand-up triple for Jaden Lane to lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th.
He was working at the triangle a lot.
He was working the triangle, whatever that meant. The old veteran catcher, Jaden Lane, made the most of that one, hit it over the right fielder's diving glove, rolled all the way to the fence. Going to give Stockwell a chance here with no outs. Jaden Lane 90 feet away.
Right. Down 5, so we're going to need to string several of these things together here.
They're having to wait for the right fielder to get squared away there. I think he lost his hat and his glove and possibly sunglasses.
He made a valiant effort because that was well struck.
Stockwell takes ball high. Goodwin trying to close things out here for the Mustangs in the bottom of the 6th. Comes inside,
nice
strike called, 1-1. And this is going to be hit slow. It's a tag-up play, not very deep. No way for Jaden Lane to tag and go. Kovar, the shortstop, went 2 feet out on the grass and made the play. It's the right idea by Stockwell, just didn't get enough of it to get it deep enough for Lane to make a play. Colty Manis comes up with one away. Oh, the pitcher fell. Throwing the pitch. You saw his foot just roll out from under him.
But he's okay.
That was a dangerous looking ankle twisting play there. Yeah, his plant leg just kind of went out from under him. I mean, it's fortunate that the ball was actually catchable.
Yeah.
With Lane standing at third. And he comes back with a good fastball for a strike. So 1-1.
Obviously, the Riders have to get Lane home, but we need more than that at this point.
Yeah, Manis needs to be swinging here all the way. That one goes through the wickets. Lane's going to have a shot at plate, and he scores. Hatton had a pass ball all night, and it came at the best possible time with Lane standing on third. So the Riders tag on a run. It's 7-3. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Let's see if we can get Manis on here. Mustang outfield kind of playing shallow tonight. And a swing and a miss, 2-2. The Riders have hit a couple of flares, and that's kind of brought their outfield in. Not sure if that's by design or just they've crept in because of some of these little flare hits. That one outside, full count.
Really need Colt to get on base here.
Oh, and they're going to ring him up on strike 3 on the outside corner. A tough pitch to take, but Manis goes down on strikes.
Number 6, Jackson Holloway.
So 2 outs brings Holloway to the plate. Outside. Low. This is the pitch you're ready for. He's missed twice. There it is. He hit it off the end of the bat. They're going to throw to first, and they get Holloway. My goodness, that was the perfect pitch. He hit it. He just hit it right on the end of the bat and wasn't able to get a lot on it. Tough inning. Riders crawling back. It's 7-3 when we come back on NETSN.
Granny B Snow Cone Center. is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice, and from there you get everything from the single-colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Ooh.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
All right, everybody, we go to the top of the 7th. Going to bring up Goodwin.
So Link on the mound for the Riders trying to close it out here. Goodwin calls time at the plate. And
Nice
Link
pitch.
with a good fastball for strike one. Well, he comes right over the top. It's a 12-6 delivery. And a swing and a miss, strike two.
Looks like he shook off the curve when it
Yeah.
came back.
Well, like I said a minute ago, I mean, come on, let's just play ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it. If you can beat it, beat it. No more hit by pitches, no walking. Let's just play.
Yeah.
Big
There was the
curveball. Stays
Just
up
missed.
and out just a hair. That was a good pitch to throw in that count anyway. 1-2.
Oh, there we go.
Fastball outside.
Nice, got him.
Strike three. And Link puts a K on the board.
Now batting, number 14, Clayton Nash.
Cleanup hitter. Link goes outside, ball one. And
Nice
this
pitch.
one chopped down the left field line, foul. Count now 1-1 with one away.
Nice pitch.
Good
There we
pitch
go.
on the outside corner, strike two.
Seems like we're playing Palestine. It was about this time of night. It was like we were in the fourth inning.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the slowest ball game.
Yeah. Oh, really
And this
nice
one
pitch.
popped up on the infield. Wolf calls, but Greer calls him off and comes over and makes the play. Yeah, Greer made the call early. Got over and camped out behind short to put that one away. There are two outs.
Could bring up Zane Blakely for the Mustangs. There we go.
There's the curveball for a strike. Riders need to get to the bench as soon as possible here. We need to pick up some bats and go to work. We got a lot of ground to make up. Got three more outs here. Outside fastball, 1-1. skips in, 2-1. And that one skips in, 3-1.
I thought maybe
Link
he
leaving
went.
it
They're gonna check.
a little bit short here. They're going to say he did not swing.
That's going to
and ball 4. So a 2-out walk issued. Brings Hastings back to the plate. Good lead over at first base. They do check. And the breaking pitch misses low. Outside, 2-0. And 3-0. Link having a hard time all of a sudden. Asked for a new baseball. So 3-0 count to the batter. There are 2 outs. The runner may possibly go here. And does not. Strike called at the plate, 3-1. And the big curveball ripped foul down the left field line for strike 2. Full count. That was a bold pitch to throw in that particular count with a man on first base. Worked out well.
By inches, I think. That was off close to being a fair ball that would have probably scored that run.
Link's going to step off. So it's a full count with 2 outs. Runner's definitely going. Not a bad idea to throw behind him here. And a strikeout for Link. Big out for Link. Good job. 2 strikeouts on the inning. Now the Riders have 3 outs left. They're down 7-3 here at the Horseshoe. We'll be right back.
Imagine what it would be like to be your tire.
That's not good, man. Watch where you're going.
It ain't easy work, so you don't want to trust it to just any old tire. No, you take your car and truck to Center Tire. It's an old tradition with a new chapter under Trey Burns, because being a tire is hard work.
Are we there yet?
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be
Ready, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Riders have 3 outs and have to make up 4 runs So we got to get a couple of base runners here.
So Goodwin still out there for the Mustangs, trying to close it out here in the bottom of the 7th. Riders are going to start things off. Looks like Guerrero, Radney, and then back to the top of the order with Greer.
So the bottom of the order has got to get on. They got to get something cooking for us.
This is where you you choke up and you hug the plate and you do everything you can to try to get on.
Right. If it's on the inside, maybe you move a little bit, but not a whole bunch.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe step into a couple of pitches. Just saying. And he is going to rip this but foul down the left field line. Guerrero going up there with the right attitude. Swings at the first pitch he sees, just pulled it foul.
Well, Goodwin doesn't walk many guys, it doesn't appear.
Big curveball. If he'd have stood still, he'd be on first base.
Right.
It's hard to make your mind not duck. 1-1 count. Comes back with a fastball away and fouls back by Guerrero's. 1-2. And get a couple of baseballs here. A lot of fouls going out tonight. And the curveball misses. 2-2. And he chips this one just foul. It looked like a pitching wedge.
Yeah.
It is Masters Week after all.
That is true.
2-0. Oh, and he does hit him.
Right on the noggin, too, at that.
Wait a minute. No, it hit the bat.
Oh.
It hit the bat. That's a foul ball.
Oh.
I thought it caught him on the back of the helmet.
I did, too.
But it went over the helmet and hit the bat. What a tough break. 2-2 count. Thought Guerrero got hit by the pitch.
Yeah, and it's not even a ball.
And strike 3. Caught him looking on the outside corner. So 1 away. Radney's coming to the plate.
Now batting, number 12, Kason Radney.
Inside misses. This is hit hard but high. Third baseman calls for it and puts it away. So the Riders down to their final out here. We're back at the top of the order, so Greer is going to come up in the bottom of the 7th, 2 away.
Now batting, number 3, Kason Greer.
Curveball misses. And fastball misses, 2-0. (3-0). So Greer with a chance to be a base runner here.
Yep. Is this a take all the way?
Red light all the way. And he gets ball 4 on 4 pitches. So the Riders with a little bit of life here. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Sudden Link with a chance.
All right, Link's got to get on.
Greer with a lot of speed over at first. Inside. So Link puts anything in play here. Greer's got a chance to add a bag because he can fly. They do pick at him at first. He's back easy. High outside, 2-0. Yeah, we saw Link with a tag on a base runner during the Palestine game. Guy stole third base and then just stood up off the bag, and Link tagged him out.
Yep.
Forgot where he was and broke contact. Whoa, that one almost gets Link on the chin. 3-0. So 7 straight balls here from Goodwin in the bottom of the 7th. If we were in College Station, there'd be a chant going right now.
Oh, yeah?
Ball 7.
Oh,
Ball 7. Outside, ball 8. And Goodwin has walked 2 consecutive batters on 8 pitches.
Now batting, number 11, Easton Wolf.
That's going to draw a visit from the Madisonville coach.
Boy, it'd be nice if we had one more guy on right now.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in with 2 outs. I mean, you've got 2 on, but you do have 2 outs.
So he's going to make, I don't know if he's making a change, is he? Are they just talking? I hadn't seen the coach take the ball.
I think with a 4-run lead, maybe you leave him here for one more batter. Yeah. If it wasn't 2 outs, I think you'd pull him. But with 2 outs and a 4-run lead, I think he's going to leave him. Yep. He's definitely on a short leash here, though.
Yeah.
Number 11, Easton Wolf.
All right. So Wolf comes up. 2 men on, 2 outs.
Wolf is, and once again, has to continue the inning.
We're in the same situation. In the bottom of the 3rd, Wolf came up and was able to hit a 2 RBI double in this same spot. So, well, there is a ton of room in right field.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
They are really shifted over for Easton. And that one's a swing in the dirt, so strike 1.
You know, Easton feels a lot of pressure to make something happen here, but he's just got to just treat it like he at a bat and get on.
Yep, it's a tough spot, but you know, if you're a baseball player, this is what you want to be in.
Oh yeah.
Pitch outside. They do throw to second. Greer had taken a big secondary lead there, but able to dive back in. So the count on Wolf, it's 1-1. There's 2 away and 2 on. This is hit towards short. Short comes up, goes to second, ball game. And unfortunately, the Riders drop a tough one, 7-3 to the Madisonville Mustangs.
All right, we'll hear from a couple sponsors come back with our Aurora Concepts post-game show right after this.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointment, mobile vaccine units, sports physicals, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Everybody, welcome back to the Aurora Concepts post-game show. Talk about our Center Motor Company player of the game. I think we decided we're going to go with Chandler, right?
Colin Chandler started the game so strong, had everything working. All his pitches were getting over and had 6 strikeouts in 5 innings of work, and then pulled him for a sub, and things kind of wheels came off for the Riders after that. Not necessarily any of Chandler's fault, but definitely pitched well for the Riders in the early innings tonight.
All right, that's our Center Motor Company player of the game. We'll hear from them, and we'll come back right after this.
When you think Center Motor Company, Billy Don, what do you think?
Trucks, and more trucks.
They have pre-owned vehicles.
Yep, and a lot of them's are trucks from all brands, makes, and models. But the Ford trucks, man, they got a fleet of them.
Yes, they do.
Come on down to the corner of Hutcherson and Hurst, Center Motor.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Everybody, welcome back. So, Locke, what are we looking ahead? What do we got?
Well, we're going to head over to Hudson and start the series with Hudson Friday night in their place, and then we'll come back here and see Hudson next Tuesday night. Then we'll finish the district season against Rusk, so 4 games left on the schedule, I believe. The Riders need to make the most of it. It's going to be a tough road to hoe against Hudson. They are undefeated on the year. Or, well, in district.
Yeah, of course, they traditionally always have a good good team. Well, everybody, that's going to wrap it up here this evening. We're going to forego a visit on the field. We look forward to seeing everybody Friday night as we tee off against the Hudson Hornets live here on NETSN. Have a good night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network, an affiliate of NETSN. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.